Serving their community is who they are because they love where they live. REMAX 3D Real Estate is proud to bring you Heart of Greenville, a video series dedicated to celebrating all the wonderfully great things about Greenville, Texas. On every episode, Denisha Denny will share Greenville's story through the stories of people who call Greenville home. This is Heart of Greenville.
Hey y'all, I'm Denisha Denny. Thank you so much for watching Heart of Greenville, where we get to hear the stories behind the wonderfully great people of Greenville. I asked Heather Dawson to come on the show because she's a local hometown girl that turned into an amazing boss babe. She's such a leader and entrepreneur and always putting others above herself. Thank you so much for watching Heart of Greenville. Here's my conversation with Heather Dawson. Hey y'all, I'm Denisha Denny. I'm your host of Heart of Greenville, and today we're sitting inside this beautiful Altura home in Cottonwood Estates, right behind our REMAX 3D real estate office. But the real person we want to talk to today is Miss Heather Dawson. How are you today, Heather?
I'm good. How about you, hon?
Great. I'm great. Good. Okay. Tell us what you do. First of all, I know where I go and see you every day, but tell everyone where your store is and what it's about.
Okay.
Real quickly.
So we are located on the corner of 1570 and 34. It's called the Nutrition Fix. And so that is where we're located.
Awesome. Okay. So I want to start off. You and I have met a couple times before I've really gotten to know you. So I have to share this story first.
Okay.
Because I think everyone needs to know this. And after I do that, we're going to talk about your story, and we're going to talk about where you grew up, who is Heather Dawson? And so we're going to talk about that, and then we'll lead into some other questions after that.
Perfect.
So you, Heather, actually literally, I feel like, saved my life. So we were at Camp Gladiator. It was my very first day at Camp Gladiator, and I had some friends, actually 2 agents in our office, Katie and Mandy. They were just killing it with Camp Gladiator, and they're like, you need to try it. I'm like, I think I might die, but I'll try it. And I tried it, and thankfully you were there. Like, literally, I was leaned over, about to throw up and pass out, and you had this really cute pink drink that you were drinking that day, and you literally handed it to me and said, drink this. And thankfully it was pre-COVID, and I literally just drank it, and it was magical. It was like, and I guess I say that a little strongly, but I went from being nauseous and ready to throw up and ready to pass out to being able to finish that workout. And so I was an instant believer in the Herbalife products. And as you know, I continue to buy them all the time now. And I drink them every single time I work out at Camp Gladiator, just to make sure that doesn't happen to me again.
Perfect, yes.
But I always, from that point on, it's like you saw me and you saw I had a need, and you just like stepped right in. And
absolutely,
that showed me your heart and who you are. It wasn't about selling a product to me that day. It was about, this girl is about to pass out, and how do I have something that can help her? And so I just want to formally say thank you for that.
Yes, absolutely.
So
you're so welcome.
Well, you, I know so many other people who actually visit your store and come and drink your products, and I'm a fan. So you hooked me from there.
Good.
Well, let's find out about you. So this is what I know. I know when I walk into the Healthy Fix, you have a smiling face. You're ready to tell me about a really cool special, and I'm always like, what do you have that's gluten-free or doesn't have dairy? And you always have a plan for that. But tell me how you got to that point.
Well, I got started on the Herbalife products almost 8 years ago. I was on my nutrition journey and called the local gym, and luckily the owner was an Herbalife distributor and was smart enough to actually talk to me about the products, and got started, and it's just been on since then. And so that's how I got started doing the Herbalife.
The Herbalife.
Mm-hmm.
So let's back up. Where did you grow up?
I grew up here in Greenville.
Okay. I wondered if you were a Greenville girl.
Yeah, I am.
Okay,
I am.
So you were born and raised here?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, so what year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2004.
Okay, good. I was like, wait, I graduated in 97. Are we close? But did you graduate from Greenville High School then?
No, I actually went to Bowles.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you told me earlier that's where your kiddos go.
Yes,
so that must be near and dear to your heart.
Absolutely, yes.
That's awesome. So when you graduated from Bowles, what did you do after that?
I actually went to college.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be an ag teacher originally. I was really big into FFA when I was in high school, and really wanted to do that, but got married and had a baby and realized that that's probably not the best. Joanna was actually my ag teacher in high school. She might kill me for saying that. And when I saw when she had children, that the ag life didn't work for her. I just figured it was out of the cards. Then switched to nursing school. I got pregnant again and realized so I got a business degree in health services, and entrepreneurship. So kind of ended up being perfect for me. And so that's what I did from there, and became a personal trainer after that.
That's awesome. Where did you graduate from?
I graduated from Texas A&M.
Okay.
And here in Commerce.
The one in Commerce?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know. We take for granted that we have that in our own backyard.
Absolutely.
And I hate it sometimes. We'll be like, well, I graduated from Texas A&M Commerce. And it's like, we should be proud about that.
Absolutely.
Because it's a great college that's right here in our own backyard. And that's where I graduated from too as well. So, man, we would have had so much fun with you if we would have been in FFA at the same time. So I was actually in FFA and I was district president. And
oh, wow.
So did all that a little before you. But so when you said that, I lit up because I loved that organization and what it brings
absolutely
to the families.
Something that's near and dear to my heart. I still love it to this day, and showed animals and everything. Absolutely love it for sure.
What did you show?
I showed Shorthorn.
Really? Mm-hmm. Did you do that all through high school? Or
just my last 3 years. So I did it from sophomore to senior, and I really loved it.
How fun.
Yes.
So were you an officer? Did you participate in that part of FFA?
I did, yes. And I just really enjoyed it. Joanna really set up me in life. She really got me into PR. And really, I feel like FFA really brought a lot to my life and responsibility for sure.
It does. It brings so much leadership and responsibility. And so, man, huge shout out to Joanna.
I know, right?
And I, listen, I love and adore her.
Yeah,
she's,
for sure.
She's been a dear friend for many years. And thankfully now I get to work with her every single day as an agent in our office. But she's a true leader. And so, man, that's huge for you to be able to say she helped make a difference in your life.
Yes,
and,
absolutely.
That set the course for you.
It did.
And I do really feel like FFA and showing animals, it teaches you more about life than almost anything that you can do during those years.
Absolutely.
You're responsible for another life, but you're also competing, and you're having to learn how to do showmanship and, all of those things. So I showed ostriches, so that's how I know.
Interesting.
That was my animal that I showed.
Wow.
So do you have a Lone Star degree?
The
state level one? Joanna, if you were in Joanna's class, I am sure she made you do that because it was a requirement for those of us
I'm pretty
that
sure,
showed.
but it's been so long since I've been in any of that realm that I just don't remember.
I know. It's not something we necessarily carry on our wall, but when we show, that's just, you have all the credentials for that. So I bet you do. We'll have to go find those archives.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure Joanna will know.
She would have. If she was sitting here, she'd be like, "Yes, girl, you did that, and I helped you do that."
Yeah, that's right.
That's awesome. Okay, so you did the personal training. So tell me about that.
Well, actually, when I graduated college, I just I couldn't find a career path that supported my goals, and my goals was to transform lives. I really wanted to work, I thought, in corporate America, working for their health department, helping people get healthy to also help offset insurance costs, help people get fit and healthy, nutrition plans and all those things. And as I was in college, my professor actually said, you don't need a degree for that. You can just become a personal trainer and impact lives more. And that kind of set the seed for being a personal trainer. But it didn't come in until after I graduated and really started working on my own transformation.
I was going to ask you that. Where did that heart come from to want to transform others? So did you have your own transformation that inspired that? Tell me about that.
Yeah. So actually it started when my son, my second child, was about 6 months old. He became mobile. He was very high energy. I was 24 years old. I was 90 pounds overweight, and I was sitting in the floor, and he got up to crawl away, and I had to push myself up off the couch to get up off the floor. And then at the point I was out of breath, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. And so that started my health journey. It was to the point that I hid in a bedroom and exercised because I was so embarrassed that I couldn't do 5 jumping jacks. And then just really started watching what I ate, and really just slowly transformed, started doing Zumba. And then that's when I got the courage, when I lost 75 pounds, to join a gym. And that's where I felt
75 pounds.
It took 75 pounds before I had the courage to work out in front of anybody. And so
why do you think that was?
Stigma, like of like the meatheads, like the people judging you, not having the perfect body, financial, also. And so just really just not having confidence with myself. And so joined the gym and had a couple of buddies. It's weird as all get out, but I worked out with guys because I didn't, it was judgment free. Like the guys really didn't care. They treated me like one of the guys, and that's kind of my personality anyway. And so, and got in there, started working out with them, started Herbalife at that point, lost an additional 15 pounds, doing Herbalife and working out at the gym. And I was hooked from there and decided to become a personal trainer at that point.
So that's when you became a personal trainer.
Yeah, really, I couldn't find a corporate America job that really matched what I wanted, and was already doing Herbalife and just paired it with the personal training. And that's where I started my career.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
And you do have that heart, because I can see whenever people come into your shop, like you want the best for them. You want them to have their own transformation.
Absolutely.
You cheer me on all the time. So I can see that. I love knowing that story. I didn't know what was behind the story for you being a personal trainer and you wanting to transform other people.
Yes.
So close the gap for me. So you started selling Herbalife as well as being a personal trainer. So explain what Herbalife is. And I mean, I know that it's a network marketing business, but talk about that and then how you connected it into where you are now.
So it is a network marketing company, and I actually love the idea of being able to take my business wherever I want to go. I've actually done lots of MLMs, and Herbalife has been the one that has supported my goals and has developed me as a person overall. I look back at my Facebook post from 10 years ago to now, and I'm like, oh, you ever have that shake your head moment?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. So that, it has really transformed me inside and out, and not only my health, but just who I am as a person. And I married the two because it was a perfect opportunity. As a personal trainer, I just saw people coming into my office. They would work out, then leave and go to Sonic and get a hamburger, come back into my office the next day and say, why am I not getting results? And so that's when I really started focusing on my Herbalife business, not just for my personal use, but for my clients as well. And at that moment, when I stood that ground and said, listen, if you want to train with me, you have to be on a nutrition plan, and started seeing results coming in my office. That's how I knew the power of Herbalife at that point.
That's awesome. And you're putting together the exercise, but also putting together the meal part.
The 80-20. That's the perfect marriage. Yeah.
And we hear this all the time. And we think, okay, I do that. But it isn't until you become accountable to someone like you, where you're going in and checking in with you and saying and showing, okay, this is what I ate, to be accountable and putting the workout together before you really see results.
Absolutely.
We all want this magical pill. And
Yep.
I've taken them all.
Yeah.
Done all the diet
I've
plans.
done it too. When they come at me, I'm like, oh, okay, you do you, boo. But when you want a real one, come back. For sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we just want to teach people a healthy lifestyle, starting and being a personal trainer for over 7 years. It really is about creating the lifestyle you want. It's not about you want this person's lifestyle, this person's body. It's about the lifestyle that you're happy with. And so that's really what I try to focus on. When I was a personal trainer, I was more about weight loss transformations. I didn't do bodybuilding or anything like that. I really focused on people developing a healthy lifestyle and transforming their weight loss. And so that's really what I focused on. And now I really focus on just that healthy balance in life, because really and truly that's all we seek is just a happy lifestyle.
Yes. So have you found that people who do that and follow your plan, when you see them 6 months later, a year later, do you see that they've stuck with that because they chose for it to be a lifestyle versus a diet?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the people that are on and consistent, that have been clients of mine for 7 years, and they have either transformed even more or they have maintained their goals, or if they slip up a little bit, they know exactly what they need to do to get back on the bandwagon, and they know exactly what they need to do because the tools that we have in our company are absolutely amazing. We have an amazing support structure, not only through the company, but in our team as well. And so it's really incredible the lives that are changed.
That is awesome. Talk about your husband. So Justin is there with
Yes.
you, and I think that's so cool that as a married couple, y'all work so well together.
Yes.
And so talk about that a little bit.
So Justin and I, Yeah. So it really is a compliment when people say that they view us as the power couple, or they, they think that we've been together forever, but we've actually only been together about 7 years. And it's just been really incredible because the moment I got to retire him from his job, it was really awesome because I walked in, and I wouldn't say that we were ready, but we were ready. Like it propelled us even further into our business.
Right.
And so, I walked out one day. I never realized how much of a drain an unhappy career can be on someone. And I walked into his office, and his boss was sitting in the chair beside me. And I walked in, put my hand out, and I said, "Hi, I'm Heather. I'm Justin's wife." And he didn't even acknowledge me. And so I went to the restroom. I walked back out, and I said, "You're quitting? Put in your notice now."
In front of his boss.
Well, no, not in front of his boss.
Oh, his boss had walked away. Okay.
And of course it took him some stomaching and really thinking about it and planning it. But he did. And when he did, he came back. But Justin had a plan. And I mean, we had 4 kids, and we were totally reliant on my income in the Herbalife business. I was not personal training anymore. We had just opened a shop, just got a brand new business partner. We wanted success for her. And so it was just like, hit the ground running.
All in.
And so it's been 4 years of running, and it has been incredible, the growth that has happened in the 4 years.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
This is exactly why I wanted you to be here, because you are such a boss babe, and you just jump all in.
I do.
And I mean, and that's what it takes. You have to get outside your comfort zone, and you truly got out of your comfort zone. But amazing things happen when you get out of your comfort zone. Yeah. How did Justin handle that? Like, did he have any regrets when you retired him and he left? Or did he wake up 2 days later and say, "What have we done?" Or did he wake up and say, "I'm all in and let's go"?
Oh, no, Justin's an all-in kind of guy too. Yeah. I mean, if anything, there were moments that I was scared and I had fear, and I was like, I'm not sure we made the right decision. And he was the one that, well, if it's not this, then what else? Right. And so thank God that Herbalife has really developed us in personal development, teaches us to read books, feed our minds with positivity, surround yourself with successful people, because that's what you're going to attract. And because of that, it has kept us going. And if I look back now, and I'd quit back then, I would be kicking myself in the butt for sure.
Yes.
Absolutely. And so, but he is all in. He is definitely an energy to our business. If you've ever watched his lives, you know that he is silly as all get out, but there's no filter with us. I mean, we are straight up with you in all loving and silliness, but also in professionalism too.
Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah. When I walk in the morning, Justin's like, "Good morning, Tanisha. How are you?" I mean, you can't be down walking into
Absolutely not.
Justin's there.
No, absolutely
it's
not.
It's not going to happen. Yep. That is awesome. And what a huge blessing to have him and to be able to retire him. Yeah. So many people have that dream to retire their spouse, and you got to really do that.
I did.
And live that dream and say that. That is so incredible.
Yes.
That's awesome. Okay. I recently saw that you guys were at some sort of an event, or you received some recognition. Is that kind of, explain that a little bit, because I know you have multiple stores, so you don't just have the Greenville store. How many stores do you have? And kind of, this is where you get to brag about yourself, and you never do that. You are so humble, but I want you to really help us understand your level of success, because it is huge.
Awesome. I mean, of course, with anything, the greatest gift that you can do is pour yourself into someone else and bring them up. And so that is really what our company is about. It's not about what we can achieve, but what we can help others achieve. And so, like that business partners talked about was Miss Naomi. And from there, she was like our first yes. She was our first legitimate, like, let's go, let's do this. And so when she said yes, that lit a fire in us. And from there, that hub that we call Fit City, we were able to duplicate now, as of this weekend, 13 clubs.
What?
Yeah, one in Colorado, the rest are all in Hunt County or surrounding in Hunt County. And we've got more to come. And so it's just really incredible. The event you're talking about was Extravaganza. Our business has quadrupled, if not more than that. And so it's really hard to explain our marketing plan without drawing it out for you. But we are currently in the top 4% And we
I
were
knew you had to be
really
up
close to our first cut because we have cuts.
Okay.
Herbalife wants to see at least 90 days of consistency in order to be at the next level.
Okay.
And then you have to maintain it. And it's not built off just personal production. It's built off how you produce on your team. And so your team, if you're not doing a good job of helping them, then you're not going to produce.
Right.
But we're like on the cusp of being in the top 1%.
Oh,
I
that's
know.
so exciting. You're going to have to let me know when that happens.
Yeah, I'll be crying on Facebook. I'm pretty sure of it. Justin will have a live and I will be crying.
And you'll be
bunch of
crying.
tears. Yeah.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
And how does it feel to wake up every day and know that you've arrived at 4% and you're headed to 1%? How does that feel?
Numbing, because it's not something that we ever, we never envisioned it for ourselves, but we envisioned it for our team. And when you get to that point, it's not about you anymore. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till this person can experience this.
Yes.
Or we can't wait till our team, this person has the team that we have, or they have their first yes. And it becomes no longer about you anymore. It really becomes about what impact you can have on the community and your team and everyone around you.
Absolutely. Amen. Amen. Yeah. I feel the exact same way. There is nothing more incredible than for you to get to be a part of someone achieving their goals and their dreams. And that is one of the most powerful things that you can do.
Absolutely.
So that is so awesome. All right, let's talk about this. We're in Greenville. You live in Greenville. You're from Greenville. And we're on the Heart of Greenville show. Let's talk about, what do you love about Greenville?
Well, first of all, when we opened Nutrition Fix, when we opened Fit City, we were actually downtown in the heart of Greenville. And we had the best support from all the businesses down there. I mean, it was incredible. We had our opening and just floods of people. Bob Landon came and saw us, some of my greatest friends, James and Rick. I mean, just amazing people that we got to connect with, and what they do to help you really grow your business. When COVID hit, the chamber and everybody that pulled in together just to try to make the local businesses succeed. And really and truly, the forgiving hearts, we've had to mend relationships, with, not because of our personal, but mend relationships from things that have happened in the past, and really trying to create, those relationships again. And so, because there's stigmas with everything. Right. And we had to come to let people realize, no, this is what it's really about, and not about what was exposed before. And so, and because of that, the forgiving hearts and the welcoming and the love, and everybody is just fighting for you, even down to the landlord. I mean, we've had great landlords. We've never had any issues. The people at the city, I mean, I've been able to go in and they have just been so wonderful about helping us get open and just really being very supportive. And I really love that. I mean, my dad was a police officer here in Greenville for, I'm pretty sure, 35 years.
Oh, wow.
And so it's just really been incredible to see Greenville transform too. I remember when there was Taco Bell, Shalotsky's, Walmart wasn't even here.
Right.
And
well, I guess it was in the mall.
Yeah.
Do you remember when it was attached to the mall?
Yeah, it was attached to the mall. There was Wyatt's.
Yes.
And I remember going to the mall, and I remember the Big Bear that they finally retired after so long because it was like falling apart. Yes. But I just remember all of those things, and to see how much it's transformed, and now it's like the hot spot. Like everybody wants to move to Greenville.
I know.
And it's so weird. When I was a young girl, we rode our bikes all around Greenville, and there was nothing, and now it's like everything for sure.
Isn't that special?
Yes.
And I love that you have that spirit. Sometimes people are like, oh, I'm still stuck in Greenville. And you don't have that spirit. And I don't either. I mean, it's awesome to see our hometown grow to what it is today and what's coming.
Right.
I mean, we have even more coming. And so I love that. And I love being in business together, and I can walk in there and I'm supporting you. You walk into our office, I'm supporting us.
Absolutely.
And I think that's awesome.
Yes.
So you ready for your pop question?
Sure.
Okay, here's your pop question. Okay, what has been the best piece of advice you've ever received, and how did you apply it?
Oh, wow. There's a lot.
I'm sure.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, really just about, I mean, I can't quote it, but I'm pretty sure it's from Jim Rohn, but really and truly just transforming others' lives. I mean, the best piece you can give is yourself to others, and really focusing on that. That really has been mine and Justin's goal, is not about ourselves. And the more you can give of yourself, the better. And if you can look at everyone and say, I've given you 100% of me every single day, then you know you've been successful.
That's awesome. Drop the mic. Well, Heather, thank you so much for being on our show. And I'm so proud to know you, and I'm so proud of you for your business and your successes. And I can't wait to see where God takes you next.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Thank you for watching Heart of Greenville. This video series, which is designed to celebrate Greenville, Texas, is spearheaded by REMAX 3D Real Estate.